Good morning. Ooh, it's echoing. And welcome to day 46 on the Arizona Trail. Well, we are finally back on the trail after many days off in Flagstaff, but we got a lot accomplished, got the videos up and going. So thanks again, Steve. I appreciate it, my friend. Okay, so I got up this morning and I was down in the lobby about 4:45 and I tried to get an Uber. There wasn't any cars available. And then I tried to get a lift, and that took about 45 minutes. So I did not actually start hiking until get to the trail, back to the trail where I ended the day, and start hiking until 6. But that's okay. I think it's gonna be just an easy up and down day, not a big deal. Like I said, when I hit the 20-mile mark, I'm gonna start looking for camp. Other than that, I feel pretty good, feel rested. My toe hurts a little bit, my knee hurts a little bit, but it's just, it is what it is, my friends. Okay, so I've got about 10 miles on this urban trail alternate before I get back to the Arizona trail that loops around Flagstaff to the east. So once we hit that, we'll only have about 10 more miles left on the Arizona trail, and we can rest. So anyway, that's a long ways down the road, but beautiful morning, no wind. I've seen a lot of runners and bikers this morning, but these are just little trails right on the outskirts and fringes of Flagstaff, so it's to be expected. But anyway, welcome back. Have a good morning, and we'll see you a little bit later down the trail. Not real sure what's going on in here, but they're clearing it for some reason. I mean, look at that. Maybe they're gonna grab that with a claw and a helicopter and take it out of here, or burn it, or I don't know what. But I mean, the trees aren't dead, so I don't know. But we're just cruising along here. Been pretty easy so far. I just ate one of them protein cookies that I got from REI. It's not as good as Lenny and Larry's, but I reckon it'll work. Hey, there's another pile. Huh. I don't know, maybe those were dead trees. Yeah, they kind of look like it, but hard telling. That's cool, Karen. Very nice. I like it. Okay, it's about 10:05 and we made it 10 miles, so we made it 10 by 10, which is good. We got a pretty good downhill for about 5 miles, and then a gradual uphill for about 5 miles, and then we'll be at our 20-mile mark, so we ought to hit that around 3 o'clock, I'm guessing. And once we do that, I'll go ahead and start looking for a camp spot. I'm going to double check the mileage to the Grand Canyon. It was a little weird with the urban trail and the alternate and everything and the mileage, so I just want to double check that it's going to be about 20 miles each day to get me there. So right now, ooh, chocolate brownie Cliff Bar, about to have that. It doesn't look like there's any water for about 8 miles, which is okay. I have 3 liters exactly right now, so I'm gonna finish chugging this one and sit here for about 15 minutes and push on down the hill and up the hill. So I've seen a lot of people this morning, runners, bikers, and I know I said that already, but I've just seen more since then. It's just a popular area. I mean, it's beautiful out here. It's good to get outdoors and get a little exercise, so that seems to be what everyone's doing, including myself. All right, I'm gonna eat this. See you a little bit later. Looks like they logged a lot of this. Cut them down and piled up the smaller scraps in these piles, I guess. This looks a little different than that last area, but who knows? I don't know. It's coming up to this logging road, crossing it and moving on. They sure got those thinned out, don't they? Whoa. Oh, no. No. I'll be back. I made a mess with my tuna burrito. Okay, well, I was making a tuna, basil pesto tuna and pepperoni burrito, and yeah, I was holding the tortilla in my lap, and now I got tuna juice all down my pant leg. I got in my food bag, mostly on the outside, I think. Well, I got it cleaned up, but and I was even trying to be careful. Oh yeah, my new shoes are all dusty and dirty. Yep, here's my little lunch spot. I imagine a bear will probably come into my tent tonight and eat my pants. Let's just hope I have them off by then. Always do that, always, and I was trying to be so careful. Anyway. So, we've come about 14 miles so far. It's noon. So this next 6 miles is up this gradual hill. I think that mountain is called Snow Bowl. I think there's a little ski resort up there. There's a little restaurant up there, but I think the trail's closed to it. At least the note a month ago said it was. So, maybe open by now, but. So we'll just gradually climb this hill when we're done eating, and when we get up there, it should be about the 20-mile mark. I'm gonna start looking for camp. That's what I'm gonna do. I know you don't believe me. I'll probably push it further, but we'll see. Anyway, real pretty up here in these ponderosa pines. Very, very pretty. All right, I'm gonna eat just a little bit more. Try not to spill stuff all over my pants. Oh well. Well, I finished lunch. A few bikers, actually a guy and a girl on mountain bikes came by, and I was sitting there eating. Well, the day before, or the day I made it into Flagstaff, they came by me going the other direction. And I was also sitting there eating lunch. In fact, I think it's in that video where I say, oh, there went some mountain bikers by me. Yeah, that was them. So we're talking, 4 days later, I see them again. I'm sitting down eating lunch, and they're going the opposite direction, so crazy. Okay, I'm climbing up this this mountain here. We're going up to 9,000 feet, maybe just a little over. So it's about, I don't know what Flagstaff was exactly, 7,500 or somewhere in there. But it's a very gradual climb so far, so hasn't been too bad. But I'm a little concerned about the water. I've got 2 liters left, and what's in this 700 milliliter there, about half of that. And man, the water sources are just few and far between. I think the one that says there's plenty of water is probably 5 or 6 miles away, but that note was left on about April 27th or 28th, I can't remember, so it wasn't too long ago, a week ago maybe. But anyway, we'll see. I may have to push under that water source if I have to. So that's what we got. It's beautiful in here, and all these big giant ponderosas. So peaceful, just so nice. Okay, I'll see you when we get to the top. Okay, yeah. When I said I only had 2 liters and what was left in this to go about 5 or 6 miles to the next water source, that's more than enough. However, we've come about 18 miles at this point, and I've only drank 1.5 liters of water. That's the issue. I should be drinking 1 liter of water at least 1 liter every 45 miles. So I should have had at least 3 liters, 3.5 liters of water already, and I've had 1.5. So that's the concern. I could guzzle what I have, but then if that next water source doesn't have water in it, then that's the issue. So, and I may have to camp before that, and I'll need some water just to eat dinner with and whatnot. So anyway, just thought I'd clarify that. I probably just confused you more. Sorry. Okay, onward up the hill. I think we're getting close. Look at this little tiny horned lizard. He is tiny, tiny. Cute little thing. Remember the scientific name? Soma platyrhinus. He's so small. I mean, he's like, literally, he's like smaller than my finger. Look at my fingernail, and he's like, he is so tiny. Obviously just born this year. All right, little feller. Little EBB. Little guy in this big old world. Pretty cool. All right, found a water source before that other one, so this is good. I'm gonna chug 1 liter and then somehow get some water. Maybe over here, without getting too muddy. Yep, I think I can get it right there. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, I got some water out of there. It's filtering pretty good. Anyway, it's working. Pretty little spot right here. Just a little pond. It's good to get the pack off the back. I think we only got a couple miles left before we hit 20 at least. So now that we got water, that's not as big of a deal. So I'll look at it when I'm done here just to double check. But we got a little bit of a climb left, and then it'll level out, and really ought to be pretty level till we get to the Grand Canyon, I think. I always say that and then I'm wrong. I had to walk about 200 yards off the trail to get down here to the pond, but you just gotta do what you gotta do. All right, I'm gonna filter this and we'll take a swig of it here in a minute. Okay, taste test. I'd say that's borderline delicious. Yeah, man, that does not have a bad taste at all. Doesn't taste dirty, doesn't taste... It tastes excellent. So I'm gonna down this liter and top off the rest, and then we'll get on up the hill. Yeah. Right. See you in a few. Hey, I'm back. Let's have some apricots. Ooh, apricots by the pond. Yep. They call these tanks on the app. It says such and such tank. Never heard them called that before. It just looks like a pond to me, but it's good. It's a spot. All right, see you in a few. Look at those aspens against that blue sky. It's beautiful. $190 miles left. That is really unbelievable. I really don't know where the time went. Man, that just kind of... Oh, hang on. Another trail sign. I wanted to make sure I wasn't going the wrong way. I have a tendency to do that. But yeah, 190 miles left. Man, that is not very much. That is probably less than 10 days of hiking. So that's what we got. There's still a lot of miles left. A lot to see, a lot to do, a lot of fun to have. So let's get on down the trail. It's 3 o'clock. I haven't looked at the mileage, but I think that was 20 miles back there. So I'll start slowly thinking about a camp spot. Maybe a couple more miles or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. We'll know soon enough. Look at that. A little snow. Yep. I think we're at... I'll check here when I put the camera down, but I think we're at 9,000 feet, so not a huge surprise, but I bet there's not a lot of it. Okay, yeah, I just checked my Garmin, checked my location. We're at 8,977 feet. So, and Oh, hang on. I gotta sneeze. Ooh, bless me. Yeah, so we're right at 9,000 feet. And I don't know that I'll descend a whole lot more. So it could be a cool night. We'll just see. Ooh, look at those aspens, stands of aspens. Very cool. All right, let's get on down the road. A couple more miles. Okay, we're leaving the pines and headed back into the aspens. It doesn't look like it's a very wide stand, but oh, those are so cool. Awesome, awesome. Had a little snow. Wouldn't that be something? Slip and break something. 185 miles from the border. That would be very sad. Hey, good evening, and welcome to my tent. This camouflage tent, very nice, isn't it? Ooh. Anyway, hey, had a great day. I did start looking for a campground at the 20-mile mark. However, I kept going and couldn't find one, kept going, couldn't find one, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we ended up hiking 25 miles, which I didn't think was that big a deal. My body felt pretty good. My toe didn't really bother me. I did have a little pain in my knee, but just kind of normal stuff. Nothing that bothered me too bad. So we did hike 25 miles. Just at the end of the video, it's going to say mile 574 through 609, I believe, which is like 35 miles. But we only hiked 25. In parentheses, this is going to say 25. The math's going to come out to 35. The app does not take into consideration the alternate that I took through town. It only is going to include the miles on the bypass that went east of town. So currently then we hooked back up with the AZT today. So currently we're sitting at mile 609. So if you do the math, it's going to be 35. In parentheses, it's going to be 25. That's what we hiked. Anyway, enough about that. So tomorrow, the plan is 20 miles. We are currently 79.5 miles from the Grand Canyon. So, we're right on par for what we need to be. A couple more, 3 more 60-mile days and a 15-mile day or whatever. We'll just see. I may do more than 20 tomorrow. Anyway, great day on the trail. It was good to be back on the trail. I hope you all had a great day, evening, afternoon, whatever else. Anyway, I'm tired. I got to go to bed. Really, I got to edit today's video. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow morning on the trail. Good night.